All right, guys, thanks so much. Yeah, we're thrilled, as we mentioned, to have Biomind Labs with us and Alejandro Antalich, who is the CEO of the company, joining us to give us an introduction. Alejandro, thank you so much for doing this. We appreciate your time today. Give us an introduction here, because it's an interesting approach to this space in that this company is more science-focused. There's a wide range of disorders and problems that are being targeted. Give everyone an introduction to Biomind Labs.
Thank you, Brendan. Exactly. We are a biotech company, but moving very fast in order to become a pharmaceutical company. So, you know, in the psychedelic space, there are many angles in order to focus on. And in our case, given that we have been working with psychedelic substances since 2006, we have all the required experience to move to the next level, to the pharmaceutical level, in order to register novel drugs and drug delivery systems. So from this perspective, as I told you, even we are a very young company, we have a past, we move on safe grounds, and that's why now we are advancing on a very fast way.
And a very specific difference here that we need to touch on, Alejandro, and that is the company's focusing on fast-acting treatments, which sets Biomind Labs apart from other companies in this space. Tell us why.
Exactly. So why fast-acting psychedelics? First of all, we are the first company in completing a randomized placebo-controlled trial on a psychedelic substance for treatment-resistant depression. So this gave us, I believe, the most what we need to understand from a psychedelic substance. So this was in 2018. So from there, we have been working on research and development on our own formulations, understanding that in order to develop new pharmaceutical drugs, you need to understand the combination between three variables. So here we are talking about dose, about route of administration, and indication. And in this case, given that we are focused on affordability, because, you know, we are treating mental health conditions, which are, I believe, even worse than any pandemic or epidemic that we have faced in the past. So in this case, in order to get affordable treatments, in order to give a democratic access to most of the patients that they need these kind of medicines, is that we are focused on fast-acting psychedelics. In this case, tryptamines, NN-DMT and 5-MeO-DMT. So the most fast-acting psychedelic molecules that you have in the market right now.
This is a relatively young company still, but just to run through a couple of facts, and I teed this up earlier, Alejandro, but the company is set to end 2021 with 20 new patent applications in the US, 3 phase 2 clinical trials already approved, and we haven't even gotten to the most exciting part, which we'll leave to the end, Alejandro, but tell us about these patents that the company has filed.
As I mentioned, our neuroscientist, Dr. Braulio Barros de Araujo, was the person in charge in conducting this first clinical trial, and as of today, the only clinical trial on a psychedelic substance for treatment-resistant depression. So from there, we understand how we start protecting our novel pharmaceuticals, our novel formulations, and that's why is that even we become listed on the New York Exchange just on July this year. We are advancing very fast on these patent applications. So we are targeting to end 2021 with 20 patent applications submitted, but real patent applications, okay? So we are submitting patent applications in US, we are submitting under USPTO, we are submitting PCT patent applications, we are submitting applications under the Convention of Paris. So not just to say, okay, here we have 3, 4, 10, 20 patent applications submitted, that at the end, it made no sense because they will not be granted. Our approach is to work on solid basis, solid pillars. And that's why through all the scientific evidence gathered from this first trial, we are moving very fast, protecting our inventions. But on the other side, from the clinical perspective, as you said, we are going to complete 2021 with 3 phase 2 clinical trials approved by the ethic committee. So this is a big achievement for a very young company.
Indeed, and I think it's worth reiterating. And let's go into 2022 now. Q1 2022 is planning on having not 1 or 2, but 3 IND filings with the FDA. For those wondering, investigational new drug application filings. Tell us about what those will be specifically.
So maybe something that your audience needs to understand is that we base our work on a psychedelic substance called ayahuasca, native to Brazil and South America. So ayahuasca has a lot of benefits for the health, for the mental health. So from there is that we have been working very hard understanding the combination of what I mentioned before, those route of administration and indications. So, which is our target? Move to US. Okay, United States is where we need to be, where we need to start completing our next phases in order to register our novel pharmaceuticals. So we are going to be submitting 3 INDs to FDA, probably in Q1 2022. So this is amazing for us because at that moment we will be having our formulations, our novel formulations under stability studies. So in order to move forward, in this case, we are targeting 2 formulations based on NN-DMT. So the main psychoactive ingredient from ayahuasca, where we have all the evidence that we need. We understand everything about how NN-DMT work in our bodies, in our brain. You know that at this moment, we are talking here, you and I and everyone has NN-DMT in our brain, in our brains. So it's amazing what we can do with these novel formulations that we are going to submit to FDA through an IND in 2022. So many things are about to come in 2022. We are a game changer in the industry. We don't put all our coins in the same basket. We minimize the risk. But besides that, the molecules that are in our portfolio are the right ones. So there will not be any mistakes. So happy to have as many people joining our journey because it will be a success for sure.
It's an exciting time and important work, worth saying. Alejandro Antalich, CEO of Biomind Labs. We appreciate your time, guys. BMND, guys, the ticker if you're looking for it on the Neo Exchange here in Toronto. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
There we go, guys. Biomind Labs, BMND is the ticker.